The show begins. Let me just switch over to YouTube. Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh
And
my
it
gosh.
is looking good.
We all good? We all good? Check a 1, 2, now check. Wow.
All right. And
Hold on. I gotta change my positioning.
hey, guys.
Hello!
Welcome to the
Welcome
stream.
to Pro Fox Talks, where we talk about the Fox. Or Pro. Whatever you want to talk about.
Whatever.
We are
Whatever
here.
you want.
Ooh. We are here again live on a Tuesday night. So, Pro, how was your
It's a
weekend?
beautiful night.
That
A
sounds
little up and down. We'll call it up and down.
a roller coaster?
Yeah.
Oh,
Little
dang
bit.
it. I keep smacking my, I'm sorry, microphone.
Things were a little rough.
Okay. So, it was like El Toro.
Yes. It was an El Toro kind of weekend, to be sure.
To be fair. So,
One of those.
guys, we have a great show for you tonight. Don't we, Pro?
Yes, we do. And a bit of a tribute as well.
Well, yeah, it's a little bit of a tribute, but let's talk a little bit about that later, okay?
Yeah.
Let's keep some positive attitudes, and then later we'll go into tragedy.
Positive vibes.
We don't want to start the show by kicking you in the balls and calling it a day. We don't want to do that. We're not into that.
That would just be not fun.
Yeah.
We're not really into.
No, we are not.
We're not about that.
No, we are not. What we are going to do is we're going to talk about some good stuff, and then later talk about some sad stuff, and then maybe some mad stuff, and then some bad
We'll do
stuff.
a half and
No, I'm
half.
kidding.
We'll do some half and half with
Yeah.
some sugar at the end.
Yeah, we'll just sugarcoat it. Okay.
Either way, it'll be a kind of a dark cup of coffee. So a little extra
Basically.
cream, some half and
Yeah.
half, and we'll add some sugar at the end.
Okay. Okay, so Halloween is coming up, guys. It's Halloween time.
Yes, it is.
Holy crap. Next
Yeah, time
week.
flies, man.
So this week next show is going to be our main Halloween, but I figured, why not talk about Halloween in both shows? I feel like it would be better for everyone if we're talking about Halloween for both shows. Now,
Yeah.
you're going to want to stay tuned to the tweets that I'm going to come out with. And we are going to be having a costume contest. Hopefully people are watching. Oh, there is a couple people watching.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Hey.
so,
How's it going, guy?
hello. So, what we are going to do is we're going to have a little Halloween costume contest. The winner of the Halloween costume contest gets to have a paddle in the back. I don't know. What do you say, Pro? What do you want to give out? A lock of your hair? That sounds nice.
Yeah. I got plenty of it. I mean, if you like neon white, or maybe you should get some pink too. We got plenty of pink here. After we
Yeah.
Hey, I'll give you a good deal. I'll give you a good deal.
I don't know what the prize is gonna be yet. Maybe it's just gonna be something fun. It's not gonna be like exciting, but it's gonna be very fun.
A pie in the face. We'll do a pie in the face.
There you go, a pie in the face. From either
That
me.
sounds fair.
Yeah, there you go. So we'll figure out something real, and we will definitely do it. But we're going to be definitely having a costume contest, and we will show them live on
Yeah.
the program. How does that sound? Good.
Sounds exciting.
Now, just lay down some rules, and I'll explain the rules a little bit later. Fursuits do not count, okay? Like, you can do a fursuit, but, like, you have to have it in a costume. You can't be just sending me all these fursuit photos and me expecting you to be like, well, I gotta choose the
Yep.
best fursuit. No, it's gotta be, like, maybe a fursuit in costume you can do, or maybe, like, something like that. But we are not going to be accepting, like, just regular old fursuits. Because I don't feel like that's a costume in the furry fandom. Indubitably. So let me do this real quick. Oh, we have Razzie. Hello. Out
Hey,
there.
Razzie.
We got Max.
How's it going?
What's up, Max? How's it going? So, let me just. I gotta reset my the YouTubes because the YouTubes were. What are you doing, YouTube?
My YouTube's acting kind of weird.
Yeah, my YouTube kind of just was like blah, 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 blah. So
Mine said I was live, and then it's like, nope, you're not live, and then I'm
see
like, live.
now
And then
now since I had to do
I
that,
guess it's working.
yeah, I think it's working now. It's good. Okay, so guys, that's what we're going to be doing is a Halloween costume contest. So today,
Oh, yeah.
I think what we should do since it is getting close to Halloween. And then our next show is going to be about an hour and a half to 2 hours long. And we're going to be doing all the spooky stuff. And what we're going to do is we're going to be live from a spooky VR chat world. Wow. A spooky VR chat world. Woo. So,
Cool.
that's what we're going to be doing. But today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about our own costume experiences. Because to tell you the truth, nothing gets you more like into the spirit whenever you're first trying to decide on a Halloween costume. And to tell you the truth, my God, did I go through some Halloween costumes growing up. And my God, were they some of the stupidest things I've ever came up with. So,
Yep. Okay.
what was your okay? So let's start off an easy one. What was your very first Halloween costume you ever, like you remember?
My
your
very first one?
Yes.
Dang. I'd have to say, when I was a little kid, I was like completely obsessed with like firefighters, and I always wanted to be a firefighter.
Oh.
So that was like my first costume that I remember actually getting, and it was actually all homemade.
Really?
Like all our costumes, like when I was growing up, they were all mostly homemade. Like we made everything from from scratch.
Ah, darn it. Okay.
So we were very industrious, very crafty.
Well, that's good.
So I had like this full firefighter outfit and everything, and I had the fire axe, and I had like a walkie-talkie and everything, and like I had the coat and like the boots and all that, and I even had like the actual helmet and
Oh,
stuff
wow.
too. I think I got a picture of it somewhere. I'll have to post that. That'd be funny.
So,
I have a picture of me wearing it
so I think my very
like back
first
in the day.
ever Halloween costume that I remember was so when I was growing up, I grew up. I was like in a really small town, so we weren't really like, quote unquote rich, you know. And I remember the very first Halloween costume was a hand-me-down from I think it was my cousin Mandy, or it was one of my whatever. Well, it was my niece. Is it? Wait, it's not a cousin, but it's the other. It's the girl version of that. Whatever. Niece? Then a niece? I don't know. So, I ended up getting a Power Rangers, and I love the Power Rangers. Like when I was a kid, I loved them.
Yeah.
And that was like the very first time, and I remember dressing up as a Yellow Ranger. Thank God it wasn't the Pink Ranger, but it was a Yellow Ranger. And
What's wrong with pink?
Well, there's nothing wrong with Pink, but she was like a girl, and I was when you're a little kid, you're like, ew, ooey, 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 it's a girl.
Ew, girls.
And you think Pink's uncool, and it's like I don't know. I remember growing up, and I'm like, boy.
I grew up watching the Power Rangers, and I used to want one of those costumes.
Yeah, but that was my very first ever costume. Was a hand-me-down of a Power Ranger. It was, I think it was just like a yellow Ranger, and I was like, ooh. So that was like when I was 5.
And you're still yellow.
Oh yeah, you know, I grew up with yellow. What can I say? Yellow. So, what about you, Pro? What was your very first ever? Not. What was the one that you'll always remember though? Like, what costume?
I'd probably have to say it was probably that firefighter outfit. I'd have to say because it was just so damn cool. It just blew my mind when I was a kid. Like, I had like the makeup and everything. Like, I had like ashes on my face and like I like went all out on this. Like, it was pretty.
Oh wow. So.
And I went out trick or treating that whole night, and it was like I just remember how tired I was when I got home. 'Cause I think I fell asleep in the car on the way home. The good old days, you know.
Those were
when you used to fall asleep in the car and stuff. And
yeah.
I'm rambling on about the good old days.
It's okay. What would be my the best costume I ever had? Can I say my fursuit? No, I'm kidding. No. I think the best costume I ever had was, so one year I think I was about like 12 or 11 or something. I went out as Ed from Ed, Ed and Eddie.
Oh yeah.
Well, not the fat dude.
Classic.
The big like the tall one that was like really dumb. Was his name Eddie or Ed? I can't remember. But that was like, because I put a lot of thought into that costume. I had everything perfect. But the sad part is nobody knew what it was. And I was like, oh man, I was perfect.
They're like, what is that? Who are you?
I had one. Well, I think it was just the older generation. I think.
Why couldn't you be a Power Ranger? Why aren't you a Power Ranger?
Why aren't you like a 13-year-old Power Ranger? You know, be a nerd sometimes, you idiot.
Like, come on.
But yeah,
Power Rangers are cool.
I went out as that, and I remember looking like at 12 different stores just to find the damn like coat and shirt. And I remember my mom like getting really angry. Oh, how long is this gonna take? And I'm like, I don't care. It's gonna take as long as it can. I'm gonna find this dang thing. And eventually, the good thing is I found everything. I even had the unibrow too, and I was rocking it.
Wow.
Yeah, that was like when
I was like,
epic,
man. That's pretty epic. I don't know.
I guess I don't know. That's
pretty epic.
Yeah, that really made it.
The unibrow.
I was even talking
unibrow.
like this, you know, like I was like dumb, you know. So I was trying to do like the deep voice. That's because I always thought that he had a deep voice. I tried to change my voice. Okay, what would
we
you...
used to have
Oh, go on.
I was gonna say we used to have probably one of the coolest Halloween stores that used to be like right down the street from me. Like back in the day, they closed down fairly recently, but when I was a kid, we used to go in there, and it was like Christmas, you know, with all the stuff they had. Like, it was kind of like Spirit Halloween, but it was like high quality stuff, like way high end stuff compared to like Spirit Halloween. And it used to be called the Halloween Outlet, I think. I think that was the name of it. They had everything you could think of. They had like these like commercial, like Hollywood grade costumes you could rent and stuff too, that were like on a much higher like level. It was pretty neat. They used to drive through my town, and their company car was like a hearse that was like all decked out with like crazy clowns and stuff that would like pop out of the roof. It was pretty cool.
Well, that's good.
But we used to go there when I was a kid, like just to get like basic stuff, like basic supplies for like Halloween,
So,
makeup and
what?
things like that.
Yeah, we really didn't have a Halloween store until the whole entire like chain store Halloween stores came into existence.
Yeah,
It was kind of like, let's go to Walmart. We'll pick out a costume.
yeah.
And like at the time, I always refused to go to Walmart. And
Mhm.
um, I remember like my mom like, well, why don't you just pick out a costume? I'm like, I'm not picking out no damn costume to go out there and do it. I would rather be a little bit more unique and
Yeah.
put a little bit of thought into it. Oh my gosh, my allergies. I'm sorry, guys. But no, yeah, I always try to put thought into it because I always figured if people are going to like it, they're not going to like it how much money you spent on it. They're going to like the creativity of it,
Yep. Yeah.
And what else did I go as like growing up? I remember going as Ed. So there was this one time when I was like 7 years old, and well, no, I'd probably say like around 10. I don't know. I had hockey practice the same night as Halloween, and
Hmm.
me being a kid, it's like I want to go trick or treating too. So I convinced like we went to hockey practice, and it was like at 8 o'clock, and we're like, okay, we're gonna go trick or treating. What are you going as, Dan? And I was like, hey, let me just go as a hockey player. Why can't I go as a hockey
Yeah.
player? I'm already dressed in the equipment. I'm already there.
Yeah, that's legit.
I mean, you might as well just go as a hockey player. And I was like, yeah. So everybody was like going, oh, what are you supposed to be? Oh, I'm a hockey player. Playing the NHL. But
And you
that
could have
was,
said Casey Jones from the Ninja Turtles.
oh, yeah. No. Oh, because I didn't have the mask. It was just like a face shield type of deal. And
Yeah.
I kind of was like, boy, I can't seem to get my angle right tonight for this chair. I don't know. But no,
Yeah, mine's a little off.
yeah. But like, so we did that, and I did get a good bit of candy that year. I got like an hour
Mm.
of trick or treating at least. So,
We used to use pillowcases, and we fill them. Like we come back and those suckers were full, like just candy as far as the eye could see, like an entire pillowcase just full,
oh,
top to bottom.
how are you
I mean,
not?
you got to figure there were like 8 of us. There are 8 of us, so we kind of robbed the whole neighborhood blind.
You
Like
robbed the whole
we just rob
neighborhood.
entire houses.
Oh, that's right. You had
Well,
like,
yeah, I mean, you got to figure 8 kids with pillowcases. I mean, obviously we're gonna put a dent in the neighborhood's candy supply.
man, I want to live in your town. Everybody from my generation. Well, no, like the people from my generation, they were like too scared. They were like getting into like that mall phase. Oh, I can't
Yeah,
let my kids out at this time. There might be robbers and people who are bad. And so
yeah.
I had to,
I see. I grew up in the early '90s for me, so it was like we went out in the rain, we went out in the when it was
so
cold.
here's a question for you. Has it ever snowed when it was Halloween? Because that happened to me a couple times too.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, we had one Halloween a couple of years ago where we actually got a blizzard and the power went out.
Oh wow.
I lost power for like a day.
Huh. I mean,
It was completely random.
I know like whenever I was a kid, there was like two Halloweens like
That's
in a
New
row
England.
that like just nothing but snow everywhere, and I remember it because I think it might have been around the same blizzard, but I do remember a blizzard
Hmm.
one time during it, and we were all trick or treating, and all of a sudden all you hear is the wind blowing, and then snow's going everywhere, and you're like, holy
Yep.
gee, and I think that year I was a military man because I got my very first airsoft gun and I thought I was cool.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, once you get your first airsoft gun, you always think you're all that in a bag of chips. It's just like
I was
it
trying to
comes with the
scare
territory.
people, but they didn't work. They kind of were like, yeah, it's not scary. And I'm like, damn it!
Was it a G36?
No, it was a M4.
Oh yeah, my first one was an M4 too.
Yeah, yeah. Funny.
But it was
small-
bad. Oh, it was so terrible.
Oh,
It
the
was,
one
I went to
I
Dick's
had.
Sporting Goods and I
Oh,
did the whole Dick's Sporting Goods thing.
I did too. Maybe we bought the same one. Freaking weirdo copying me.
Was it the DPMS Panther arm?
I don't know. That I cannot tell. I didn't. I
Yeah.
don't know. I just remember buying.
Yeah, that was my first one, and I'm like, oh, it's so awesome! Look at this thing, and it had the plastic gearbox in it, and like the whole body was plastic, and I'm like, oh, it's so cool, and it was terrible. It was so bad. Like, looking back on it now, and I know what I know now, like, because I've been playing this sport forever now, so looking back on my first early days of airsoft, it's kind of, I'm like, oh, what was I thinking? Gosh.
Well, I mean, really, when you're a kid, right, and it's like Halloween or anything, you always ask that question: what the hell was I thinking about doing something like that? It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like,
Funny
when we're-
ideas when you're a kid.
When you're a kid, you really don't have like any consequences. That's why I think kids like dressing in costumes, because I think what it is like they just like the weirdness of it, you know. And then there's
Yeah,
two
it
times.
gets the creative energy, you know.
Yeah,
Kids
so
kids love to be creative, and they love to pretend,
Ooh.
you know.
I'm like, I
It
turned
boosts the
around like
imagination.
fully. Jeez.
Wow,
Yeah, I
Wow.
went 360.
the tracking's all over.
I know.
360 no scope.
360 no scope. Boy, wow, we're gonna definitely get the Call of Duty graphic on now.
We're going back in time. We're going
Yeah.
back in time, Pete.
Oh, my allergies. Hold on. Oh,
Well, at least you didn't poison yourself with barbecue. When you sent me that message the other day, I'm like, oh no.
oh, okay. But no, the barbecue
I'm
yesterday
like,
was
he did it again.
yesterday's
did it
barbecue
again.
was freaking amazing. Hello,
Yeah.
Naval. Oh, but no, I mean, sorry.
Hey, Nova, how you doing?
Oh, my freaking nose, like it's just stuffy. But no, so okay.
Hello, Nova.
Oh, he's on yours.
Yes, sir.
Oh, but no, so what was so whenever you're like picking out like a Halloween costume, okay, like what would you like say would be like the strangest one you did?
Strangest one. Probably we had one of those old like plastic masks, you know. Remember the ones you couldn't breathe through, and like they're like the old school, like just printed on an assembly line.
Yeah.
We had like the whole Oscar the Grouch and like Cookie Monster and all that stuff. I remember we had those ones. Those are pretty weird. I never liked those. I never
Oh.
like wearing the mask because I get like claustrophobic and kind of scattered.
Oh,
I was claustrophobic when I was a kid.
understandable.
It probably goes back to my siblings, my two older brothers, locking
Bro.
me inside of a trunk and leaving me there for a while.
Bro, this isn't a psychology class. This is a damn podcast.
What? We're getting off topic here.
Yes. What was the weirdest one you did? That's what I asked you. I don't want to be going down psychological
Yeah, probably
lane
that
and-
one. Probably that one. I'll just do
Okay. Oh boy. You know, we were just about to hit into the
Sorry.
sadness
Sorry for the non
stage.
sequitur.
And then I was going to have to ask you, now how does that make you feel?
And then I just have an emotional meltdown on live on camera to the internet.
Now how does that really make you feel? No, I'm kidding. No, but like...
Can't you
I think
tell?
it's like psychological ward with Dashing Foxy. No, I'm kidding. The so the weirdest costume I ever had was I was growing up and I like figured out that I was a furry like at 6th grade or 7th grade or something stupid like that. And I tried to go out as a fox and I failed miserably. I got the hat. I got the paws, I got the tail, and I
Hmm.
failed miserably. Like, it looked terrible. It was awful. Probably the worst costume I've ever, like, and I remember
Oh,
my,
hey, you gotta start somewhere.
I remember, like, one of the kids from my school used to call me, like for like a couple weeks, because when you're kids you end up like forgetting all the stuff, but like he was
Hmm.
like calling me fox boy, and I'm like, I'm not a, I mean, I guess I'm a fox, but come on, man, but like I just, I don't know, it was kind of funny at the
That's so
time.
weird hearing that now, because knowing you now and like you're a fox.
He
So
predicted it. Wow.
it's like,
Oh,
wow.
that's the
I mean,
end.
you still are kind of a fox. Only
Well,
you're not Fox Boy now. You're
no,
dashing.
I'm just dashing Foxy with an IE. But I never really like cared what he said, but I was
See,
kind
it's
of
all in the
like,
marketing, folks. It's all in the marketing.
all in the marketing. Yep, that's how we
Don't
work.
be a don't be Fox Boy. Don't be Fox Boy. You gotta think. You gotta think Uptown.
Got to
You gotta
think
think Dashing
Foxy
Fox.
boy. No, I'm kidding. Let's see if we have any comments here. We have I was a hot
Boo!
dog.
Turn this channel off.
Gee, thanks for your great input. No. I was
Nova says, "I
a
miss the days when I could trick or treat."
uh I
I
was
do too. I'm kind of sad that I'm not gonna see much of it this year.
yeah. Uh Mr. Fox over here. I was host of a pop culture character back in the day. Your
Oh
first
yeah.
always. So, guys, if you have any questions to ask us, you can definitely ask us.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
and
For sure.
how about you share your like weirdest costumes? I want to hear some people out there who are like, this is my
There's
weirdest
got to be
costume.
some good
There,
stories.
yeah, because you know
There's
what,
got to be
I
some
I
good
mean,
stories.
I had a little bit of weird costumes, but it was never like really weird. I mean,
Yeah.
I never really like went into the territory of like really weird, except for the fox one. But that was like when I was like close to 13, 12. So, but
I mean, you made it yourself, right?
yeah, I did. It was
I mean,
terrible.
that's something.
It was trash. It was awful.
You started somewhere. You gotta lay the foundation
I
and then
guess
build on top
start.
of that.
I guess starting in the junkyard, I guess, is a good thing. I guess you're starting somewhere. You know,
If the price is right, man, price is right.
the price is wrong. Beep. Okay. Um. So, yeah. No, we had that. Now, here's a question. Like, did you ever find a house that you were like, we're going to that every single year?
I
Like,
remember there were houses I was terrified to go near.
well, no, no. Okay, so let me give you an example. Okay, when I was growing up,
But yeah, there. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
yeah. So when I
But
was,
yeah, continue. I'm sorry.
it's okay. Whenever I was growing up, there was this guy. He was like one of our next door neighbors, and his name was George. And he would always give full candy bars. Like it's like the prize
Nice
gold of when you're a kid. It's
score.
getting
Yeah.
that like full size or king size candy bar. And you could trade it for anything. You know? It was like, your friends would be there and it'd be like, man, can I take like 5 of those Reese's? Oh, what are you gonna give me? This king size Hershey bar. Holy crap, yes. And I'm wow.
Sweet.
I mean, it was probably one of the best things like around my neighborhood because everybody else would give like there was this one that would like have a little haunted house feeling to it, and then like you would go up the stairs and it would go boo, and it'd be like, oh, you got me, ah. But like, you know that was probably one of my favorite houses because of the full size candy bar. Old people rock when it comes to trick or treating. But go on. Well, what
Yep.
about you?
I had a couple of neighbors that we'd always go visit. We did like a route, like in the van. Like everyone would just pile into the van. We had this Monsters band, and we kind of had a route we'd do like around the city, and we'd stop at a few people's houses, family friends that we knew, and of course you'd hit the mother lode there, which was awesome. And it was kind of you did it every year, and it's a good time. It was a lot different. There was no internet really. I think dial-up was just coming in as like a more regular thing, and it was a simpler time. It was a pretty cool time to grow up.
Okay. So we have a couple people here saying their weirdest costumes. Somebody said a cardboard robot when they were 4.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
That's a classic.
Yeah, I think it's a classic. I don't know if that's weird though.
I remember seeing those too. I
Um,
remember being terrified of it.
and then somebody
I saw one when I was a kid, and I was like, "Look at my lid."
So somebody. Oh, hello. Drago, please. No, Drago,
Hey.
please. Somebody also said that they went as a clown one year, and wore it in a parade, and it sucked. So, that is pretty weird of a costume. I don't like putting makeup on my face. Okay, I was never one of those kids. I'd be like, oh, can we please get the thing with the makeup and, let me look like a fox. And it's like, no, I don't like that. I hate that. Like, the
No
feeling
face
of...
painting for you.
Yeah, well,
No
because
face painting for you.
I think there's a couple reasons why, okay? It's kind of like beards. I don't like anything on my face. I hate things on my face.
Yeah.
It just feels weird. It feels like, oh, no, I don't like things on my face. Like, even my own hair. Like, I will have a beard, and I'll be like, oh, I don't like this. But the only reason why I won't cut it off because I'm too damn lazy to do it. But that's beside the point. But, like, I'll be eating something, and I'm like, this is weird. I should not be having this thing on my face. Like, clowns, I feel like would probably be like...
Just like feeling all around you, like,
Yeah.
what is what the...
Yeah, yeah.
Ah.
Like,
Oh.
any other weird costumes, guys, that you want to talk about? Anybody have some really weird ones? My weirdest
There's
costume
got to be some funny stories.
was attempted face mask from the Marble Hornets series. I never heard of that. Do you know what
Ah.
Marble Hornet series is? Never heard of that. You know what that is?
It sounds familiar. It sounds familiar to me. It's like on... Was that like a 90s cartoon?
I don't know.
Maybe early 2000s?
Uh,
It sounds so familiar.
I mean, it could be. I don't recognize it.
Definitely let us know. I'm curious.
Yeah, I mean, that's he said that was the weirdest costume. I was hoping somebody would be like, I went out as a dead mother, and I'd be like, oh, that's even more weird. Or
Yeah.
no,
That's pretty
oh,
strange.
that's pretty strange. Got some weird fetishes going on there, aren't you, there, champ? You were trying to get him young, weren't you, there, champ? I'm kidding.
My siblings used to go as lumberjacks and pirates.
Oh, who'd want to go as a lumberjack?
Yeah. We were part Canadian. It was in the blood.
Part Canadian. That's racist. No, I'm kidding. No, stereotyping people
Oh,
like
wow.
that. No, I'm kidding. But no, like whenever you're, I mean, I guess I could see a lumberjack, but like, who would want to like go up as like that'd be like a person going, I want to be Al Bolin, from like Home Improvement.
Mm.
Actually, you know what? I take that back. I think that'd be pretty cool because I always liked that character on there. He was always like the smart one, and then the other guy would be like, "Let's get in trouble." Okay, so let's switch. Let's stick to the Halloween topics because I know tomorrow that it's gonna. I mean, not tomorrow. Thursday is going to be our Halloween spectacular, guys. Remember, costume contest. We're going to we're gonna rate some costumes and pick a winner, and then that winner will consequently maybe get something. Maybe. Well, I mean, maybe.
Yeah,
It'll
it's
be.
possible.
It's possible. Maybe. Maybe you'll get a cookie. I mean, like a cookie. No, I'm kidding. But no, what we'll do
Giant
is
cookie the size of your head.
a giant cookie the size of your head. But no, the
That'd be sick. I mean, I'd like it. I'd like that.
yeah. Oh no,
Especially if it was a peanut butter
a
cookie.
guy from Africa won. I guess he's gonna have to get it there soon. No, but like,
Well,
so
hey, you know the right people.
yeah, I guess. So I was thinking about today. I was in my work, typing on my thing, and I was thinking of different things. And what popped
Burning
into
out,
my
goofing
head.
off, you know.
Oh yeah, no, I goof off at work all the. No, I'm kidding. Don't take that to heart. Work. I promise you, I do not goof off. I work my ass off. No, but the So I was thinking of like my favorite scare, like not scary movie, but just Halloween in general movie. Or like
Mhm.
there's so many different movies out there that are about Halloween, and I always think to myself, which one's my favorite? Because I really don't know. Like, Hocus
There's so
Pocus
many
would
to pick
probably.
from.
Hocus Pocus, I kind of like that. Very corny, very stupid of a
Mm-hmm.
movie. Grew up watching it, kind of enjoyed it. You know?
There's always the
Nightmare Before Christmas too. That one's weird because it covers like two holidays, in one.
I feel like that's a cop out, though. I feel like everybody loves that movie. I mean, I love the movie.
That's one that we always binged.
Yeah, I mean, let's see if we have any other weird costumes or something like that. A dead mother. But no, let's see. Somebody just like replied like LOL. So,
Nova sends a story.
okay, go ahead, shoot Nova.
He says, my friend did a gag for Halloween where he cut out a cereal box and turned it into a hat and became a serial killer.
Oh, oh, that's classic.
Classic,
I guess.
classic.
Classically
That's not the first
stupid.
time I've heard
No,
that one. But
no, I'm kidding.
I
But
think we all did that one at one point.
so I was thinking of like my favorite Halloween movies, and I kind of like even if it's not like a Halloween, I kind of like suspense movies that are a little bit scary, but they're not. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like the Fifth Element. I mean, I don't consider that's not really a Halloween movie.
Not really a Halloween movie.
It's kind of a
but
scary
it's
movie,
still pretty cool.
and it's something
cool.
good to watch like during Halloween. But like, then there's also movies that are actually about Halloween. Like, oh man, there's so much good one. Like, what would you say your favorite Halloween movie is?
Well, that's a tough one.
I'd probably have to say
I like An American Werewolf in London is really good.
Oh, American.
that one's pretty epic. I mean, just like the creature effects in it.
And stuff is like probably one of my favorite werewolves on film.
Huh? You, you know,
It's kind of like a dark.
They call it a dark comedy, but I think it's more like a horror.
see, I don't know. I'm more into like the mystery and like.
I just
like,
thought the werewolf was so cool.
Have you
I
ever
love
seen?
werewolf.
Have you ever seen the movie The House on the Haunted Hill?
I've never seen that.
Oh, it's a 1950s movie, and I love that movie. I think it has Sean Connery in it, and this is like when he
Wow.
was like first starting out. I think it does. It might not. I don't know. I have to look at it.
Haunted house. Is
Yeah.
that the one with the haunted house?
That they try to kill everybody off in. It's like you have to stay a night in the house or something. I don't recall.
No, this is
No,
something.
I'm thinking of a different one.
Yeah, this is something different. But this is an old 1950s movie.
I just thought of one.
Oh,
I
what?
just thought of one I used to watch religiously. You ever watch the old Abbott and Costello movie?
Oh my gosh, I like the old.
I used to watch those when I was a kid.
I used to watch those.
Abbott and Costello, like Meet the Wolfman, and like all the original characters from like Frankenstein, Dracula, and all that, and like there would be like a mashup of those characters, and I used to love that. I would watch that so many times, right around Halloween too.
Oh,
That was a favorite.
but like when I like it's that, and then you got like Halloween specials that you'll always remember. But I think the worst Halloween movie I ever watched, there was this one, and it was on Cartoon Network, you know, and a lot of people liked the movie, but when I was growing up, I hated it. It was like this 3D models of kids, and they were like there was this little girl who'd go like into like I think it was like a house. It had like a witch. It had a like werewolf. It had Frankenstein,
Nice.
and it was such a stupid movie because it was too kiddish. Like the stupidest movie out there. And I can't remember what it's called, but I hated that movie. And every time it would come on, my sister would always watch it. I'm like, why the hell are you watching this stupid movie? There's no point of watching this stupid movie. Now, if I probably watch it, I'd probably be okay with it because it brings back nostalgia. But like,
Yeah.
but when I was a kid, and that's the one thing I hate as a teenager. When you're a
Yeah.
teenager, you think you're too cool for everything. School, you're too cool for school. Your mom giving you a hug, too cool for that. And it's like, and then when you grow up, you're like, why the hell did I do that? But I feel like because like
How about
13, I was like that.
How about horror movies that actually scare you and actually make you uncomfortable?
Every single one. I
I only ever had one.
A horror movie that makes me very uncomfortable and very like skittish, like on edge.
okay, do tell.
The original Grudge movie. If you ever watched The Grudge,
The Grudge?
The Grudge.
No,
I don't like that movie at all.
I really don't like watching that movie, especially by myself. Like, for some reason or another, it's the style of horror that's in that movie. It's like eyeballs like looking at you and stuff, and like really weird, freaky, like
Quirky movements of the horror, like character, the monster, and all that. It's just like, it makes me very uneasy.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil it,
but there's some really
So-
creepy.
When I was growing up, I would really get scared at everything. I mean, let's face the facts, I was a really scaredy cat
Yeah.
kid. Okay, I don't know about you guys out there, and if you guys want to talk about what's your favorite scary movie, or what's your favorite movie from Halloween, basically. But I remember my uncle, and this was like before I could play Resident Evil and stuff, and I love Resident Evil, and I think the game's very fun, and stuff like that. But when
Oh,
I was
no.
a kid, I couldn't handle it.
Nova, we're not watching The Grudge. I am not watching The Grudge.
No,
So
I don't want
To watch The Grudge right now. It's like that's like El Toro all over again.
El Toro. El Toro. No.
Then I'll have
Flashbacks of El Toro and The Grudge all at the same time, and then I'll
But
be even whiter than when I
get off El Toro.
yeah,
got.
I don't think that's possible. No. But so,
I mean, we could watch that
no, I'm not watching
on
it.
stream just for entertainment value.
No, no, I'm too much of a wimp. But what was I saying about Resident Evil? Okay, you know the Resident Evil games, right?
Yeah,
Resident Evil.
So
Oh yeah.
before I could actually start playing it, I would be like the biggest scaredy cat ever. I was so freaking scared of the damn game, and
Let me guess.
I can guess what part too, right? Is it when the dogs jump through the window?
oh, I got scared of everything. I get scared of the zombies. I
Yeah.
just got scared of everything.
'Cause that scene makes everybody jump.
That
So-
scene makes me jump sometimes.
And it's very tenseful, that game is like you're going in and you're walking, and it's just very tenseful. So every time my uncle would play that game, I remember being there, and I'm like, I gotta use the bathroom. And then like 2 minutes later, I gotta use the bathroom. Like, I just wanted to get out of there. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I can't do regular scary movies. Like, I have never seen the Saw series, nor do I ever want to see the Saw series because it's too scary for me.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to torture myself for 2.5 hours to be like, oh God, oh God, oh God. No, I'm not doing that. Hell no to that. Let me see.
I've seen the Saw movies, like a couple of them.
I can't do it. I've
Hey,
always.
Nova just beat Resident Evil 7.
Oh yeah, I've beaten basically almost every single one, but nowadays
I used to
don't
play.
do it.
I stopped at Resident Evil 4 on the GameCube. That's the last one I ever played.
Oh, sorry
I
guys.
used to have a GameCube, but I've missed that. I miss that.
So we have a
That thing
person
Was boss.
that
Yes.
they really like. I'm trying to.
Beetlejuice.
They like Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice, yeah.
Beetlejuice is a Halloween
I
movie.
grew up watching that. I
Yeah,
grew up watching that one. That one was on our roster.
that would still scare me
That one
too.
made the rounds every year.
I get very scared.
I wasn't
guys.
really scared of that one.
I get scared of everything.
You know which one really
Scared me though.
The witches.
If you ever watched, no, actually, it was the original movie, The Fly.
The Fly. Never heard of it.
The Fly. Yep.
You never saw The Fly? Really?
If it's scary, dude, I am not on board.
It's-
Okay, I am a
The original
big...
was kind of silly.
The effects are kind of silly in the original, but still,
Oh.
I was terrified of it as a kid. Because well, I don't want to give it away if you haven't seen it either. I don't spoil it.
Oh well. Spoiler alert. I don't know. I don't care. I'll
There's
probably
a
have-
newer version
Of the movie with Jeff Goldblum in it,
Oh, okay.
and Jeff Goldblum.
plays the protagonist.
Jeff Goldblum in The
Basically,
Fly.
he
I'll give you a basic synopsis.
Okay.
So basically, Jeff Goldblum's character invents a teleporter. You know, that
Okay.
transports things from, one side of the room to the other using this two-way, chamber, essentially, that you walk into it. And basically things go awry, and he finds out that things can actually mix together that you send through the transporter.
Okay.
And, the name The Fly, I think you can put two and two
Oh, he
together
turned into a
and figure
fly?
what happens? Well, yes and no.
Oh. That
It's
doesn't...
really gross. Like
It
even
doesn't-
it
it
was like a
doesn't-
1980s movie, and even by today's standards, the creature effects are amazing.
Nope. I am not interested.
It's still really gross. It's more gross than like scary. It's like body horror. I guess. you
Not
could call it.
interested. Sorry.
But
That's
I
all right.
think that one cool. I think that movie is scary and it's
cool, and it has a lot of different themes in it, and
it's pretty cool. I do like watching that one.
Oh, but yeah, no, Halloween for me, not for the scary moments. I cannot do scares. I even have
Yeah,
sometimes.
I recall doing that.
those horror maps on VR chat that we did with
Yeah.
the jump scares. I remember you.
Like jumping.
Yes, I actually jump.
That's
okay?
it. I'm out.
Yeah, screw that crap. I'm out because I can't. I suck at it. I cannot do it. I'm like, I get like petrified, and I'm like, I'm shaking, I'm sweating, and it's like, there,
Yeah,
I'm
you don't
good.
do well with jump
Scares. It seems jump scares get you really good.
Oh, I just hate jump scares. Jump scares are the worst. That's probably the reason why, like Resident Evil growing up, I was like, yeah, nope, ain't happening, ain't happening, Joe, ain't happening. So, let's see if we have any other comments here. Never saw
Oh,
the
here we go.
Ring. I
Hey,
have
Shakan, how you doing?
I have never seen the Ring. You were absolutely right.
Opa!
And we have
Gomava.
so.
It's a pretty cool language. Where are you from, Shotgun?
Okay. So, but
Oh,
yeah, Movies.
Je suis la
movies.
passion, Nova.
I don't know what you just said, but
I could turn on my French voice for you, Nova, if it would
no,
amuse you.
no,
I do have a
no,
French voice setting.
nope, nope.
But I do not know French. I can only fake it.
Bonsoir. That's all I got. And
I only know a few catchphrases in
bad
French,
words.
mostly because I have family that's from Canada, so French Canadian. So it's kind of like a totally different version of French.
Yeah, French.
Basically, French people don't even understand you when you talk French Canadian. Like, they look at you and they're like, "What the heck are you guys talking about?"
Well,
Like,
no, I mean it's all about accent.
what is a pomme de tarte? What is
Yeah.
a pomme de tarte?
I don't know. So, but sticking to the Halloween theme here, we got going on.
Yeah.
Did I don't want to like use up all our material for tomorrow because I'm quite excited for tomorrow's show. I mean, not tomorrow, Thursday.
Thursday.
Guys, tune in
Thursday.
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 Thursday at 8:00.
Thursday.
Okay, Halloween stream. Yes. So let. I just heard something thump. Oh,
It's just the serial killer.
I hope not.
Well, we all know Z has a serial killer living in her upstairs.
Oh.
I
Context.
always ask her about
He's one of our friends.
that.
I'm a serial killer because I eat cereal every day. Ha ha ha.
You murderer.
I don't eat cereal every day. I lied. I'm sorry. Okay, but
I
no.
like cereal.
I like cereal too. Cereal is good. And why? Okay, so speaking of cereal, I
Sidetrack.
guess we can say one thing about cereal. Damn, is cereal good
Yes.
with the the Frankenstein ones, the Frankenbean and the Franken, the ones that are like chocolate. They come out during Halloween time.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
I just remember Count Chocula.
Count Chocula, that's it. And then they had
That's the one?
Frankenbean. Yeah. You had the
Yeah, I
like
used to
the pink.
I used to eat that stuff like
Hardcore when I was a kid.
Well, yeah. And how
It was
are you
Count
not
Chocula
fat?
all
How
the
am I
time.
fat when you're not fat?
I don't know, man. I
You're
asked
so
myself
lucky.
that, and like
Oh,
everyone's looking at me. They're like,
You're so lucky, and it's like, well,
I'd like to be,
Dude.
a little bit heavier.
Well, I would like to be a little bit skinnier. If you want to
You know.
trade for a day or two, can we do that?
Oh yeah, I can.
I'll stop by one of these days and we can chew the fat.
There you go. That didn't sound weird at all. So,
The old timey sayings. The old timey sayings.
it's like I'm petrified now because I'm thinking of all these scary movies.
Okay. So Nova's saying he played Slender.
No,
Eight
I hate
pages.
Slender.
I remember when
No,
that game came out.
No, stop it.
I remember when that game came out.
Stop it. I hate that game.
That game was awesome.
No, that game is
Me
scary
and
as
my
all.
cousins.
No.
Me and my
Nope.
cousins used to play that, and we'd turn all the lights off in the house and just be like glued to the screen, like
Nope.
looking at the screen, like
No, homie,
leaning
don't play that
forward into
game.
the screen.
Homie, don't play that game, dog. I'm not going to play.
And only
That-
my cousin.
Only my cousin could get to the 8th note and get to the escape before Slender Man came, and
It was cool. That game actually was.
that really did that set the bar pretty high for like a really
A really low, I guess, low quality game would be a way to describe it. An indie
No.
game.
Nope, I'm not. I would
But
not.
that thing had a ton of value in it for like what you paid
Yeah,
for.
Frankenberry.
That was a
That's what
great
it's
game.
called. Yeah, somebody just.
Oh yeah, Frankenberry.
Yeah. Booberry.
Um,
Oh, I get it. Booberry. Haha.
oh yeah,
Okay.
Nova is saying I am the fish.
No.
So that's what that means in French. Now is that French, Nova, or is that French Canadian?
Okay, so I was
I don't know. We're getting on the French Canadian thing.
yeah, you're getting on the French Canadian bandwagon.
I'm just
Pretty
curious.
soon you're gonna be eating poutine or poutine or whatever they it's called.
Poutine.
With
It's Poutine.
Poutine, whatever. Who cares? It's just
Oui.
French. Yeah. But no,
Le
so
poutine, le voilà.
okay. So we were So yeah, no. Video games, they have a lot of scary games and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And I can't stand scary games except for Fear. Have you ever played the game Fear?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I loved Fear. I think Fear was like my favorite scary game. Like if I could choose a game, I choose a game that I can actually shoot the guys and get scared at the same time because man, that game was freaky. That
Yeah.
it's that or
It was way ahead of its time when it came out. Like, it was setting the bar pretty high.
you know what other game I didn't get scared of was what is that game? See No Evil?
I don't think I ever played that one.
Oh my gosh, that game was amazing. I love that game. It was scary. It had like a really interesting story to it. And when I beat it, I was like, what the hell happened? But it was a very good game and I kind of enjoyed it because the story was a good story. When I'm playing scary games or playing any games like that, I want to have a good story. I don't want to be going in here going, oh, like all the time, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden I'm going, what was that? What was the point of that? There's no point. Like, if you have a good scary game and it has a good storyline, I'm all for it.
Yep.
You know?
I remember,
Half-Life.
if you ever played the original Half-Life game,
I grew up playing that one.
and that was pretty cool because it had horror elements to it, and it also had like puzzle solving and a great storyline. That was a great. I remember being terrified of the zombies when those came after you.
Yeah. Somebody just said they haven't played Fear in forever. Well, of course it was forever.
Hey, Shy Guy! How's it going, Shy Guy? Welcome to the stream.
Man, you're getting all the cool people. No, I'm kidding.
Good to see you.
So, so we
Oh
were.
yeah, PT.
Nova asked if we played PT.
What's PT?
I never played PT.
What is PT?
Um,
That stand for
a
something?
very popular series.
Oh. I played some Silent Hill. Didn't
Yeah, Silent Hill. I used to watch my brother play the original one,
On the Sega Dreamcast.
and I was scared crapless.
yeah, the
I
only
was terrified of that game.
the only game that really I've ever played for Silent Hill was Silent Hill The Room.
Yep.
Never played the first one, never played the second one, and then the Silent Hill
The
The
second
Room.
one was
was really
That one was
the second one was
the one that really scared me.
Yeah,
as soon as you got to the
I'm sorry, you go ahead.
Go ahead.
I mean, for me, like in
in that game.
probably the scariest part is like when you get to the hospital. I used to just check out at that part, and I'd like just walk away. I'm like, I can't watch this. It's too scary.
As soon as you get there, like the nurses are coming after you, like they're all like creeped out.
Bloodied. And, oh, that was scary.
Now you
Scary
look at it now and it's like, wow, I was scared of
That that's pathetic. Like
Yeah,
that.
I'm
Back then, though, man.
that was like cutting edge.
very cutting edge. And they have a bunch of different games too that like, now since like a lot of people can actually make it and indie games can do it and all the other stuff.
Yep.
You think about it. How many scary games do they come out with a year? I mean, there's got to at least be hundreds of them. I mean, not all of
Yeah.
them are good.
Oh,
but,
tons of them.
Yeah. So
Just a lot of the people I watch lately on YouTube they're playing all these games that are just they're like cordwood, just stacking them up.
yeah, and
But they're all good quality games, so
yeah, I mean, there is some like so. I don't know about you, but I remember this was years ago. Anybody who's ever stuck with my channel for like 5-6 years, congratulations, because you've seen a lot. And I remember during this Halloween special, I was playing this one game. It was a 2D game, but it had like jump scares in it, and you make the wrong turn, you die, and then And
Hmm.
man, that game, for being a 2D game, scared the crap out of me a couple times. And boy,
Do you remember the name of it?
I this was like 6 years ago, man. I can't remember. How I can barely even remember what I ate for breakfast. How am I supposed to remember something from 6 years ago? But like, no, I mean,
I don't know. Just
but
curious.
yeah, I mean, you can look it up on my YouTube. But like, I guess I could do it too. But it was a very scary game. It was for free, and I remember playing it, and because my dad got me into it, and I was like, God, I am so freaking scared. And then I get when I get scared. Okay, there's two types of people who get scared. The type of people that like just get scared and then run away, or get scared and then get mad afterwards. I'm the type of person that gets like mad afterwards. I'm getting scared. I'm like,
Yep.
you son of a
I can
beep.
attest to that.
Yeah,
I can attest to that.
yeah.
Oh, I just jumped out of my seat. You see, you scared me.
Hello. No, but yeah, and I'm more of the person who like gets all angry when I get pissed. I mean, like when I get scared,
Yep.
and it's like, ugh, it's terrible. So let's see. We have Nova, pretty awesome, important. How are you guys? So let's see. I'm trying to see if we have any other comments.
Oh, hey Nova. Yeah, it was part. He's saying PT was supposed to be part of the Silent Hill saga, but it got canceled, and they took it down from the PlayStation Store.
Wah,
That
wah.
sucked.
Yeah,
I never actually knew that.
never do that either. But so, what time is it? It's time for me to get a watch. Am I right, fellas? Okay, so we're gonna have to go to sad.
Oh, sorry
news.
you're feeling under the weather, Shy Guy.
Not a Mac. No, I'm kidding. No, so okay, we were. But yeah, no, there's a lot of good scary games out there. And I don't know. I'm more, again, when I play scary games, I want to be intrigued by the scary game. And I don't want to just have a storyline that where, you get scared 100 times and then there's no point to it at all and then you end the game. And I like having some meaning to it.
Yeah.
I think that's why
A
I'm
good
like,
storyline or character arcs.
yeah, I think that's why I'm such a heavy like into Resident Evil, because I feel like Resident Evil is one of those games that has such a good storyline to it. It scares the shit out of me, but I still play it because I'm like, I gotta know what happens now.
Yeah.
It's like, now some of the side games are terrible, but can't win them all. So,
Yeah.
we talked about so whenever, yeah. So let's end a Halloween talk because let's leave some more stuff for the for the
more serious
real
bits.
yeah, for the real Halloween thing. So, I guess we should now talk about the sad news that happened.
Yes.
It's time for the part of the show that makes you want to cry, but yet feel inspired or cry. It'll probably make you cry. So, whenever we talk about stuff like this, I will say it's going to be sad. It's not going to be happy. Didn't know the guy personally. Pro kind of sort of knew him. We lost a...
Yeah, he was a friend.
We lost a furry / Shiba over this past weekend. And let me pull him up here on my screen here. Sucks I gotta do this. Hold on, guys. Give me like 2 seconds. And... wait. So, I pulled him up on my screen. And what was his name again? Gibble?
Glade.
Glabe. Glabe.
Glade. Duh.
Wait, is it Glabe or Glabe?
Glade.
Is it Glabe? Am I saying that correctly?
No, there's no B.
No, I'm saying Glabe. Like, why am I saying Glabe? There's no B. Glade?
There's no B. It's
Oh
C.
no! I can't pronounce his name! I feel so bad. I pulled up his picture and everything. I can't pronounce his dang name. So, and I don't want to, like, oops.
That's alright.
Okay. Well, if you were watching this on my stream, I pulled up a picture of him. He sadly passed away. We still don't know what that was that he passed away of. People are thinking it was an aneurysm.
An aneurysm or
And
Possible heart defect.
Yep.
some kind of genetic thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. We just don't know at this point, but all we know is he's gone, and it went really, it was really quick, like very unexpected, very sudden. Just we were all blindsided. Everybody was on VR chat. So we just want to take a moment to kind of have a moment of silence for him.
Yeah.
And to remember him, all the good times and how cool of a guy he was, because he was a really awesome person. And we're all missing him really bad,
Yeah.
I've been missing him really bad because he helped me through some really hard times in my life just last year. So, a nice moment of silence, and let's remember all the good times that we had with him, and all the funny stories, funny memories, his awesome sense of humor, his sense of community, and let's just remember those times, and let's think of how happy he is, and how good he is, because he's doing good.
Yeah.
He's in a good place right now. And I know that for a fact.
Which is good.
I know it in my heart. So
let's give a moment of silence for our fallen furry friend / Shiba. Okay, that was our moment of silence. It was about a minute. I was so nah. So one of the things was he really liked, you could find anything in a happy time when you're smiling and stuff like that. So I was gonna make a joke, but I didn't know if it was appropriate. I was gonna be like, just after like 15 seconds, be like, well, that's it, we're good. Oh no, I'm kidding. No, on to the next topic. No, but so yeah, I mean he was part of the Shiba Squad. He passed away, and our hearts go out to his family, his significant other that's dealing with it, and
we're all thinking of you.
In this furry community, we always feel like a tight-wounded family. Whenever you are doing anything, even though you don't know the person, you still feel kind of close to him because, they were kind of in the same exact boat that you were, being a furry and trying to make it in this world. Um,
Yeah.
and a lot of people
Yeah,
who,
that's
you know,
I'm sorry. I
well, it's okay.
continue.
But no, but a lot of times when furries die, and especially him, and again, I still have his picture up there. He's gonna be a memorial. You know, don't, you know, um, as a furry community, we kind of get all together and we actually talk about this stuff. I don't know any other community that actually, once somebody passes away, we all kind of get on the bandwagon of feeling bad. And, if I could go to his funeral, I would. But, obviously, I didn't know him
Yeah,
that well. And I think
I
his
would in a
parents would be,
heartbeat.
yeah, I think his
Yeah,
parents would be
it would
like,
be
who
kind of
are
weird.
you? Yeah, I mean, just seeing a grown man cry coming to your funeral and be like, who the hell's that guy? I don't know. Knew him offline. But, like, I don't know. Death is always something that's really hard to deal with in this fandom. And, we've had a lot of people, like, people who knew
We make strong connections. We make strong
Badger and
connections with each
all.
other.
Yeah, I mean, we all love each other in a sense. Um, Now, granted, in today's society, it's hard to love everybody because, you get the people who are too political and, they go blah, 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 you know. But, what we should be doing is we should always be, we should be living for the moment, and we should be always thinking of people who, 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 who could have, who it's hard to explain. Basically, we have to be
Yeah.
thinking of people who, loved us. And, in this furry fandom, it seems like a lot of love that goes around, you know? And it's always sad to see somebody go. It really is. But that's,
Yeah, I never like seeing people go.
well, no, I
It's always
mean,
tough. It's always hard, and
yeah. And
it's never easy.
no, it's never
Especially when you
easy.
build such strong connections, you know.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
the Sheba Squad for me was a huge connection, and in 2019 that was probably one of the single greatest things that I ever ran into. That probably saved my life. God only knows what would have happened to me, if I wouldn't have found that, and then got into virtual reality, because that's how I kind of knew Blade in the first place. Like him and his videos and the Sheba Squad videos got me into VR, and I'm so glad I got to thank him for all that stuff. In our last conversation we had, I got to say thank you for all the great videos, and you got me into VR, and you really helped me out. And like when I was going through a tough time, and here I am on VR chat now, making videos and stuff, and living my best life. So I just want to say thank you again
yeah.
to Glade and the Sheba Squad, and my deepest condolences go out to you guys.
Yeah, and in the furry fandom, sadly, death does eventually happen. Um, and not just in furry, it's anywhere. And it's like I always try to tell people, you just gotta remember the good stuff, not the bad. Gotta remember the good.
Yep.
You can't
Yeah,
always let everything, they're still there. They're just in your heart. You still have the
sometimes
memories.
sometimes you have regrets, and sometimes you say things, in the heat of the moment, you'll say something stupid.
Yeah,
You'll have a regret, and you'll feel terrible about it. But I think in the end, all that just kind of washes away. I really do.
yeah,
I think you really do find forgiveness, and I think they forgive you a lot of the time. I think
yeah,
they know how you feel. I think they're able to totally see what's going on, and they still help you even when they're gone. They're still there in a way, and you can talk to them every day.
yeah.
I know I sure as heck do with all my loved ones that have passed on, and they do actually help me out every day.
There you go.
It's a real thing. So I can't explain it, but all I can say is that it happens, and that it's there.
Yep.
It's a real thing. But yeah, I'll miss him.
Yeah. I personally didn't know him,
He did a lot of good.
but I I cannot. Sorry, I cannot speak. I feel like when anybody dies, it's always great to just give them a good send off, and and we're gonna miss him. We're gonna miss his videos. We're gonna miss his laughing, and it's sad, but it eventually happens in life, and there's a couple things you can't escape in life: death and taxes. You know.
Oh, don't forget insurance.
Oh wow, insurance you can skip out on. Then you
Insurance is a necessity for sure.
if you whatever.
I guess
Gotta go.
lawyers too.
Well, I mean, I guess you can argue on that, but like, I don't know. You just the sad part is you just can't escape death. Death will always be there, and death just has to happen. And it's always sad to see somebody go that you love and care about, but eventually it happens. You can't escape it. It's life. So, well, enough of that sadness, and I will keep his photo up
As
a reminder to him for the remaining
actually
of
a
the
funny
episode.
story that just popped in my head.
So
There's a funny story that just popped into my head with him.
sure. Let me just see if there's any comments here. Let's see. Wave, vape, wave. Okay.
Yeah,
So
he was nice, Shy Guy.
okay.
He was a really nice guy.
So what is your sorry? Oops, I can't get right in the seat, I swear. The seat today, I can't sit it with my fat avatar. Doesn't look
Hey,
right.
I jumped out of my seat today because you jump scared me. So
Ha ha ha, pro. You are one hilarious person. Oh. But okay, what was your funny story?
a funny story. It's one story that popped in my head about Glade. We were talking, and somehow we got into talking about like where he's from and stuff, and I believe he was from Toronto. I think it was Toronto, and so I started going on
heard
with
he's
like
from
my
Alberta.
Canadian accent. But I started going on with like my Canadian accent. So I'm like, oh, don't you know, eh? And he just looks at me and he stops and there's like this long pause of like 5 seconds. And he's like, you idiot, that's Nova Scotia. I don't know, I thought that was hilarious. I was laughing.
Good times. Good times.
And he used to go around with that spray bottle of anti-cringe spray, and he'd go around like spraying you in the face with it, like. He had like this little spray bottle prop, and that was funny. I remember him pulling that out like a number of times.
Huh.
Yeah, good times.
Good times, pro. Good times.
Yes, sir.
I've got a whole bunch of good times to be had. Oh, boy. So, we've done it, pro. We have done it.
You've done it.
We've done it.
We are here.
We are
We have
here.
done it.
We have done it. On a Tuesday night.
All right. Time to pack your bags, man.
What? Where are we going?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I just felt like saying we've done it because I feel like we've, I don't know. Shut up, pro. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just rolling with it.
Rolling with
I
the
just
punches.
don't know where I'm rolling to. I gotta know where we're rolling.
Oh no,
to.
you're not gonna roll and rock me, are you? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, it's rock and roll.
Oh.
I love rock and roll.
Say it all of. So, what time is it? We are. Oh well, I
We're
mean
an hour
we're.
and 20 roughly.
Yeah, we're getting there. So we got 15
Yeah,
more
we've been
minutes.
going for a
If you
little
guys
while.
have any questions for us, okay. So
Yeah.
Well,
Let's throw
let's-
some sugar.
yeah, as we wait for questions, let's go over a little bit of the costume contest that we are going to be having on my Twitter. Okay. Here are the ground rules. Okay. What we are going to do is we're going to have a contest on my Twitter. Okay. Me and Pro are going to pick out the best ones tomorrow night, and we are going to select them. And if you are good enough, you will be on the show. Well, actually, it'll be not on the show. You'll be actually shown on the show.
Now, are we gonna rate them 1 to 10?
Well, I was thinking of a boo to ooh scale.
Oh, there you go.
Because,
And then
you
we
know,
can do like an awoo.
a
We can do an
woo.
awoo
No,
scare.
we are not going into the trap of a woo. But no, what we'll do is we'll rate you boo or ooh or
I think it
because
should be boo or awoo, but
boo or a woo. Okay, fine. We'll have a woo in there. That's only if they're very sexy. No, I'm kidding. No, but so what we are going to do is you send us in your costume contest, and what we are going to do is we're going to pick the best ones, and we are going to show them on the show. Now, what qualifies the costume contest? Now, guys, listen to me, because this is what it is, okay? Number one, you can be dressed in your fursuit, but you have to be wearing a costume in your fursuit. You can't be just showing a fursuit, and I'll go, oh, no.
Mhm.
No.
now can they be showing props?
Can they be showing props too for like extra?
Yeah.
bits?
Yeah, they can show props. I'll give them props.
Yeah.
I'm not funny. Okay.
Ah.
No,
And the puns just keep coming.
yeah. So
And
as
they don't
long
stop
as
coming.
you could be in your fursuit, but you gotta have like a costume or you gotta have some sort of thing to it because again, I love seeing fursuits, but they're not costumes anymore. Once you're a furry, you're not in a costume, you're in a fursuit. Get it right. Okay? Number 2. Okay? Please write hashtag dashing. Well, no, Pro Fox Talks. Hashtag costume contest. So you have to like put a hashtag in there so we know that you're participating in the Pro Talks Fox contest.
You could actually, you could write that in the chat.
yeah,
That
we'll
might help you.
Yeah, we'll somebody can write that in the chat if they want to, one of my moderators. And then for the third rule is well, I mean, should we make the costumes have to be in fursuit? Because I feel like showing a bunch of randos on our show would be a little weird. I guess not. You're in a costume. Who cares?
Not
It
everybody.
doesn't-
Not everybody has a fursuit though.
Very true. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pick the best costume. Themes. It's got to be something. What should it be our theme? We should probably have a theme instead of like getting rando photos. Theme is.
Halloween.
Well, that's too
Halloween
broad. We can't. I don't want to say goblins. I feel like goblins would be.
Probably keep it SFW.
No, I'm gonna say sexy nurses. No, get out of here.
You
No.
gotta. Sometimes you gotta mention that. You know?
We got one of the. Wait, guys, we got one of the sexy nurses. We need to sexy nurses all the time. No, I'm kidding. No, you know what? Theme is your own theme. You just can't. You gotta be SFW. And you gotta be clean because we're not gonna show you if you're
Show us-
wearing a bra.
Show us what you think. the spirit of Halloween is. Like,
There
give us
you go.
your spirit of Halloween.
That's lame, but
Give
sure,
us
why
your
not?
best shot. Give us your best shot, like what you think Halloween. What does Halloween mean to you? And show us that.
What's the
And we'll be
hashtag?
the judge.
The hashtag is pro. Pro Fox. Wait, how can we? What hashtag should we use? Hashtag. Pro Fox Talks.
Pro Fox Talks.
Yeah, you know what? Hashtag Pro Fox Talks costume. No, wait, no, that's too long. What would be a good one? Hold on.
Didn't we have like a name or something?
No. That's for the name of the stream that I came out with.
No.
But it's the
That's something else.
pro hashtag pro costumes. How about that?
Yeah, we can do that.
Well, no, pro Fox costumes. Pro Fox costumes. Hashtag pro Fox costumes. I feel like that might be a
Or
little.
you could abbreviate it and
You could abbreviate it.
PF.
And just make it PFC.
PFT costumes. PFT. Like PF wings, but
PFC.
PFT costumes. Pro
Okay.
Fox Talks costumes, but just abbreviated to PTF.
PFT.
No, wait. Ugh, I cannot speak. It's
PFE.
PFT costumes. Yep. So, those are the rules,
There you
guys.
go.
Good luck. We hope to see your costumes there.
Yeah, we can't wait to see what you guys come up with. It's going to be very interesting, I get the feeling.
Yes.
There's going to be some good ones.
Yes, it's going to be very good. So,
And then we'll see who's who and who's the uwu and who's the boo.
I feel
And
like
then we'll
there's gonna
see
be a
who
lot of
gets
boos.
the prize.
The prize of confidence, hugging, and maybe something else. I don't know. I'm debating on what the prize should be. So, well, guys, I think we're gonna end the show here. We're getting to that time again.
Yep, it's been a pretty full show, I gotta say.
And
This
if you
one's been
like
fun.
this, please share it to your friends. Get people
For
involved.
sure.
I'm begging you, please get people involved.
We gotta get these reviews up or they're gonna start
And
breaking our
press
thumbs.
that like button down there. Press it as hard as you can. Take your finger, smash your monitor. Okay, don't do that because I don't want to be in a lawsuit. But
Or behind Brent. Or behind
Yeah.
Brent in the studio. So,
So,
yeah, please.
just
we need
press
help.
that
We
like
need
button.
Reviews.
Hit the subscribe button if you're new here. And we give content every Tuesday nights and Thursday nights at 8 o'clock. And remember, the next stream we have is Dashing Talks Tower. Oh wait, no, it's Pro.
Pro Fox
Yeah.
Talks.
Yeah, Pro Fox Talks. I can never say that. I don't know why I can't say that. I mean, I even came up with
It's
that
a bit
dang
of a
name.
tongue twister.
Pro Fox Talks Tower of Tubular Terror. That's what it's going to be.
Yes.
And we hope to see you there. And as always, thank you for watching. And have one heck of a dashing night. Bye. Thanks for
And
watching.
be a pro. Be a pro. There we are.